Season number 3 is underway of the Las Vegas High Rollers MyNBA franchise here on NBA 2K26. We started things off in the last episode with an overtime thriller against the Los Angeles Clippers, unfortunately losing by 5. 28 for Bedmath, 21 for Ace and Newell. They both shot the ball really well. Marquis in his NBA debut at 14 struggled to shoot the ball, going 0 for 7 from 3. But as we'll talk about over the next couple of minutes, that was really the only game he played poorly in. I think we've got something with these young guys, and there's a lot of reason to be excited about the future of this Rollers team moving forward. We're going to get some more questions answered about these guys as we're going to make it roughly through Christmas time-ish. So we're going to get through a good 20 or so games and really figure out where this team is here in the first half of year 3. As it stands now, of course, we have a record of 5-7, not quite in this top group. The Rockets have a point differential of about 30. We're currently in 12th place, only half a game out of that 10th spot, but I really think it's way too early to worry about the standings and the play-in race and all that because we are in November, for Christ's sakes. The East has been quite interesting, though. The 76ers have taken a big leap. The Hornets finally look good. With Tony Moriano, Brandon Miller, and others, it's good to see them truly progressing once and for all. I can't say the same, though, about the Wizards. Our defense is towards the bottom of the league. Our offense, meanwhile, is roughly league average. We've tried to find a true identity with this team since the start of this series, and we still haven't really done that. We haven't found that one thing that our team is really good at, and we can try to build around. We're still looking. And hopefully we can figure that out sooner rather than later because we're not a great rebounding team. We're not a great defending team. We're not a great shooting team. We're not a great playmaking team. But we do have a damn great rookie. Marquis Cannon is 13th in the NBA in scoring, ahead of guys like Ja Morant, Kevin Durant, Luka Doncic, Victor Wembanyama. I mean, the list of guys is loaded. Marquis Cannon is averaging 23.5 points a game, and he's doing it on great shooting. 62% true shooting, nearly 60% effective field goal percentage, already at 2 estimated wins added, comfortably the highest mark amongst the rookies in this year's rookie class. Going into the year, I felt like he was the runaway favorite to be the rookie of the year, and his biggest competition might be his teammate. Noah Halliday is 3rd in estimated wins added, despite the fact that he is 15th in minutes played amongst rookies, and he is 20th in points per game amongst rookies. We haven't really given him that big of a role yet, 14.4 minutes a game, but don't get it twisted. He is off to a phenomenal start. The shooting percentages are not great, but per 36 minutes, he's averaging 14, 11, and 11, and he's not turning the ball over. He has an assist-to-turnover ratio of about 6. To put that into further context, I would say roughly the league average in terms of assist-to-turnover ratio is probably around 2-1. The best passers in the NBA are at like 3 or 4-1. He's at 6. That's not normal. His assist ratio is almost 42%. That means for every 100 field goals made, when he's on the floor, he's assisting 42%. Yet his turnover ratio is one of the lowest marks on the team. Only Jet Rivers has done a better job in terms of guys who have actually played meaningful minutes this year. He leads the team by far in terms of pure point rating. He leads the team in terms of PER. All of the advanced metrics love him and say he is on the verge of a total breakout. Let's compare him to some of the NBA's best passers. Remember, his assist ratio is at like 42%. Cade Cunningham is only at 23. Nikola Jokic is only at 27. These are two of the best passers in the league. Trae Young's really the only guy who comes close at around 35%. He's been arguably the best playmaker in the NBA this year, even though his shooting's been pretty bad. And he's the only guy who has more assists per 36 minutes amongst qualifying players than Noah Halliday. That's how good he has been as a passer. And that's not to mention that his opponent field goal percentage is the lowest of anybody on the roster who's played meaningful minutes. So along with being the most efficient passer probably in the entire NBA, he's also been our best on-ball defender, and he comfortably leads the team in terms of plus-minus per game. Going into the draft, I felt like he was one of the best playmakers in the class, but I didn't know he would already be one of the best playmakers in the league. All he really has to do is add a jump shot, which he does not have at all yet, but if he does, look out. In terms of other guys, Benedict Mathurin has put up basically identical numbers to last year. Ace and Newell, I think, has taken a leap so far in year 3. Derek Lively has been a great addition. The only guy who's been kind of disappointing so far is Mark Singleton. In his second year, we were hoping he would take a little bit of a leap, and that hasn't really happened yet. Now, his efficiencies aren't that much lower, but he's averaging more minutes, and his points per game are way down. His true shooting percentage is lower. His estimated wins added is in the negatives. His defense has been worse. Playmaking is a little better, but that's about it. I was expecting more from him on both ends of the floor. Obviously, it's only 12 games, but he has not been all that impressive so far, and we're certainly going to need him to produce a little bit more. He started last year slow as well, and then kind of picked it up. We had him in the starting lineup for a little bit, but I'm going to switch Ace Newell back. I know a lot of people want to see Noah Halliday in the starting lineup, and I know he is currently on pace for a ridiculous rookie year, but we have to remember he's only played 12 games. He's only averaged 14 minutes a night. This is a very small sample we're talking about here with Halliday, so while we should be really excited, we shouldn't go overboard yet, although I am giving him more minutes because I do want to see more of him on the floor. He very clearly has been an extremely positive addition for us and has clearly impacted winning basketball, so I definitely want him to play a bigger role for this team. We will be without Julian Strawther and Jaden Hardy for basically the entire episode. Strawther in particular, who's been out, I believe, all the way since like Game 2 of the year. I've gotten some questions about the gameplay sliders. I don't know if I have formally shown them in an episode yet. I apologize if I haven't. But this is what we're rocking with. All-star difficulty, 10-minute quarters. I do want to warn you guys, they are a little bit different than last year, particularly relating to the CPU. In terms of user, the shooting is a little boosted, except for three-point shooting, which I pushed a little bit down. But for CPU, we're kind of all over the place. Through the first two seasons of the series, I felt like it was way too easy for the opponent to score inside the three-point line and way too hard for the opponent to score shooting threes. So this is what I have found works with me. It will not work with everyone. I know a lot of people think I'm not good at defense on this game, and I will say this. That is not a gimmick. It is not for show. It is not to make the games more entertaining. I am genuinely not good at playing defense in NBA 2K. So if those sliders feel a little bit too easy, that would be why. And I would recommend you adjust them accordingly. But you can still give them a shot if you would like. So the Boston Celtics are kind of catching my eye here. They had a busy offseason. They are a little bit banged up. No Jason Tatum or Derek White, but they've got a lot of young guys. They had a bunch of picks in year one of this series, and they made a huge move in the offseason. They made a bunch of big moves throughout this series. Of course, they traded away Jaylen Brown to the Warriors to help their tank in the first year. Last season, they were the 8th seed, won a playoff series in the first round, and then they trade for Ja Morant in the offseason from the Grizzlies. And Ja's having a great start to the year. He's been awesome. And when Tatum gets back, this is going to be one of the best duos in the league. They made a savvy move last year at the deadline, getting Grady Dick, who they extended. Jalen Wicks, the 5th overall pick in 2026. Not the most efficient player yet. Solid three-point shooter, but he's not great around the rim. His estimated wins added is only at 0.4 for his entire career, so it's fair to say he's been a little disappointing. I think if you're Boston, you just need to totally go all in on him just being a primary three-point shooter. Yeah, the field goal percentage isn't going to be pretty, but he's not good at shooting inside the arc, so why keep having him do it? They've got plenty of other young guys here. Cameron Kumpf is the 6th man. They traded away Peyton Pritchard to the Rockets earlier in the series, and Kumpf is basically their new Peyton Pritchard. Marcus Bennett from Oregon, a guy I was really high on with the Ducks, he cannot shoot the ball at all. He's good at everything else. But when we talked about him in the prospect profiles, I did say that, especially early on, he will be a liability in the half court offensively, and he certainly has, because he cannot shoot a lick off the basketball. So let's hop into this matchup here at the TD Garden. Both teams 5-7. Both teams obviously very different in recent years. The Rollers have been at the bottom of the standings. The Celtics won a title a few years ago. Last season, they only made the play-in, but they got out of the first round, upsetting the number 1 seed Detroit Pistons in 7 games. This Boston roster has changed drastically with Ja Morant, all these young guys. They are not going to start Jalen Wicks, though. He is going to come off the bench, and instead, it'll be Warriors franchise legend Leonard Miller, who starts at the 3. I'm excited to see the second unit, though, for Boston, with Wicks, with Cameron Kumpf, with Marcus Bennett. 3 first-rounders in the 2026 draft, although they actually had 4. They also picked Cameron Foster, who was used in the trade with the Grizzlies to get Ja Morant. Here's Marquis Cannon around the screen from Newell, lets it fly from deep. And the rookie, Marquis Cannon, gets the scoring started, shooting over 40% from beyond the arc to start his career. Oh, look at this matchup. Barbecue chicken, baby, all the way to the hole. There's nothing Tristan Vukcevic could have done there with Marquis Cannon on an island. Grady Dick penetrates into the lane and finishes in the hole for the first points of the game for Boston. Miller all herky-jerky, gets it to Dick, over to Ja Morant, looking for the screen from Vukcevic. And Morant, who has struggled to shoot the three ball this year, only a little over 25%, connects to tie it at 5. Carter gets it to Benedict Mathurin. Pump fake. Mathurin on the drive. Newell. He's got Cannon. Top of the key. 3 is buried. Another triple for Cannon. He's got the first 8 on perfect shooting. Morant lobs it up. Vukcevic misses the dunk. And here comes Vegas. Cannon pull-up jumper. Too easy. He's got the first 10 for Las Vegas. Cannon with it in the corner. Mathurin with it on the drive. He'll swing it. Back out. Cannon. Sidestep. Heat check. Bang! 13 points. 5 for 5 from the field. 3 for 3 from deep. What a start for Marquis Cannon. The floater bounces in for Ja Morant. Celtics looking to stay afloat. Cannon has been unbelievable in this game as he gets it to Lively, in for 2. That's our first basket, not by Cannon, but he still gets the assist anyway. 15-9, Dick inside, no good. Nice defense by Derek Lively. Here comes Vegas in transition. Benedict Mathurin all the way. Counted and a foul, and 1. Grady Dick is called for the contact. 18-9. Vegas looking great on both ends of the floor. Morant, pull up 3, no good. But the Celtics are there with the putback. It's Leonard Miller with the jam. 18-11. Newell backs down on the smaller defender, and he misses. What are we doing here? You had the mismatch of Corey Kispert. Got to take advantage. Morant, Euro step. That one is good, even with Carter and Cannon in the area, as it's 18-13. Our offense has really cooled off. Here's Cannon with it. Heat check again. Won't go. Finally, a miss. That's been the story over the last couple of minutes for both of these teams. These offenses have looked rough. It has been a tight defensive battle, except for the big run by Cannon early. Singleton posts up on Dick, draws the double. Halliday, Cannon, inside, turnover. It's picked off by Boston. On the other end, Corey Kispert, one-on-one with Halliday, no good. Mathurin the rebound, good on-ball defense by Noah Halliday. In transition, it's Lively, matched up with Leonard Miller. I like this matchup. We're going to try to send him to the post. Lively, pass is tipped. Halliday is able to retrieve it. We've got to hurry, though, with 8 as it's intercepted by Grady Dick. Here comes Boston. Kispert with it. You can tell it's been tough sledding continuously for these offenses. Nobody can buy a bucket whatsoever. Dick to Morant for 3. Clank. Rebound by Lively. And here comes Vegas. It feels like it's been 2 minutes. Cannon, that's a foul. They're not going to call it. And here comes Boston. Kispert on the drive, and he is eventually fouled. Finally, we'll get points. He would only make 1, however. It's 18-14. Here we go. Singleton, wide open lane off the assist by Noah Halliday. These defenses have been flawless for the last 3 minutes, and then the Celtics allow that easy basket. Like, how? Morant connects on the heavily contested 3, even with Singleton, all 7'1" of them in his face. Halliday thought about the shot, won't take. Not a great three-point shooter. Asa Newell, though, connects from long range. He was about 4 steps beyond the arc and drills it. Around the screen, Corey Kispert gets one right back for the Celtics. 23-20. Here's Halliday with it on the drive. Matched up with Kump. Gets it to Ochai Agbaji, who lets it fly from beyond the arc. Nice shot there by Och. 26-20 seconds left in the quarter. Kump wide open. It's good. Cameron Kump, the second-year guard from Michigan State, a dynamic three-point shooter. As I said earlier, there's a lot of parallels to Peyton Pritchard. Wiggins, no good. It rattles out at the buzzer. 26-23. All things considered, I'm surprised we had that many points in this quarter to begin with. Marquis Cannon got us off to an electric start, finishing the quarter with 13 points, 5 of 7 shooting. Nobody else on our team had more than 1 made field goal, though. That is a problem. Morant, 3, rattles out, and here come the Rollers looking to move quick in transition. Carter, oh, he almost got the poster. That would have been nuts. Here comes Boston now. Marcus Bennett has it for the Celtics, and we are daring him to shoot. I mean, completely daring him, as the Celtics are called for the over-the-back foul. How can you, as an NBA player, be disrespected like that? How will you respond, Marcus Bennett? Kampf, deep three. He's got a flamethrower. I mean, he's got an extremely quick release and can fire it away. Matherin's got Rivers. Jet Rivers all the way. Counted and a foul. And one for the young guard from UConn. 31-26. Here's Morant. Had 12 in the first. Swings it right. Kampf, deep three. Hits another one. This young man is heating up for Boston. 31-29. Here's Rivers with it. Loses control. Kampf with the steal. Here comes Boston. In transition. Kampf. Heat check. Won't go. Carter the rebound, and now here comes Las Vegas moving it up the floor. Carter has an open man in the corner. It's Jet Rivers who hits another one. 6 points on just 2 shots. Not a bad start for Rivers. He'll hand it off to Marquis. Cannon looking to pick up where he left off as he's in for the slam. Cannon has not scored since his hot streak. It's been almost a full quarter's length worth of time. Morant with a dime. Kispert, 3 rattles out. Ball rolls into the hands of Marquis Cannon. Cannon, step back. Throws up some junk. It's no good, but it doesn't matter. Singleton in with the putback. I feel like when Marquis Cannon is hot, he can get a little bit reckless. We're seeing it so far in this game. Didn't matter that time, luckily, as the long three is no good, but it doesn't matter. Gershon Yabusele counted and a foul for the Frenchman. As it's 40-33. He did not make his shot at the line. Morant with Rivers. Oh, come on, that's not fair. We have so many better perimeter defenders. Morant just putting him on an island. I mean, there's nothing he could have done there. Wiggins is blocked! Inside by Leonard Miller. In transition, Kampf for 3. Won't go. Miller, the rebound. Miller, the putback. The best offense is good defense. Leonard Miller doing everything there. Cannon passing out at the shot. He's got Singleton over to Devin Carter. Carter with 5 to go in the quarter. All the way! With the jam. Nearly had that crazy poster earlier in the second quarter. That one was a little bit easier. Morant for 3. Buries the hatchet. John Morant shooting it well from deep in this game. He's made a few. 42-40. Halliday in the corner. Matherin. Why did he take the sidestep? Well, I certainly did not anticipate the defender was going to jump the other way after Matherin caught it. Morant on the other end makes the layup, and our big lead, our big-ish lead, from early in the game has completely evaporated. We're now tied. Cannon no good. Halliday unable to corral in the rebound. It's Boston. In transition, looking for the lead. Kispert all the way! Corey Kispert puts Boston up by 2. Cannon was playing so well early, yet he cannot hit his shot right now. He's completely cooled off. Boston looking to run the floor. Morant with it. Morant with a little space. Lobs it up for Tristan Vukcevic. And the Celtics are rolling. 46-42. Cannon on the drive. Poster over Vukcevic. That'll certainly give him a little momentum. We needed a big play for Marquis Cannon, who caught a body. 46-44, under 3 to go in the half. Morant over Halliday. It's good. Nice play by Ja Morant, who has really taken over this game in the second quarter after a quiet start. Miller to Kispert around the screen for 3. And the Celtics are now up by 7. 51-44. Here's Benedict Matherin on the drive. Matherin's poked out by Vukcevic. Here's Kispert with it on the right wing, guarded by Marquis Cannon. Kispert guarded closely, gets it up to Morant, guarded by Noah Halliday. Morant on the drive with the jam. This feels like a big test for Halliday defensively. He's done a great job on the ball this year, but Ja Morant is an entirely different beast. And Halliday is struggling there defensively. Counted and a foul, and one for Morant. And the Celtics all of a sudden are up by 12. Carter with the cross, in with the floater. We needed that one. Prior to that make, we had scored like 4 points in our last 5 minutes. So, yeah, that's a big bucket. Can we get another one, perchance? Abaji for 3. Offense is starting to wake up a little bit. Luckily, because of our early lead, we're still within single digits. Vukcevic for 3, it's good. Singleton was so focused on helping inside because Morant has been so efficient around the basket that Vukcevic was wide open. Abaji hits another one! Deep 3 for Ochai. He's hitting his shots. 9 points, 3 for 3 from beyond the arc. Morant no good at the buzzer. We're down by 9 after the second quarter. Our offense didn't shoot it that badly in terms of efficiency. We made half of our shots, but we also had a dry spell, a 4-minute stretch where we only scored 4 points. Cannon, as you can see, the first place leader for the rookie leaderboard, no surprise. Defensively, we really struggled in that quarter. We let up 38 points. The Celtics shot 64% from the field. Ja Morant is 28. Yeah, he has been pretty much unstoppable so far. Marquis Cannon has 17. He scored the first 13 on perfect shooting. Since then, though, he is just 2 for 7, 0 for 5 from beyond the arc with 4 points as we move into the third quarter. We need more from a lot of the other guys. Singleton only has 4. Newell only has 3. Mathurin only has 3. Halliday has none as Mathurin gets the steal. Out to Cannon. Wide open 3. Clank. Marquis Cannon has been up and down in this game for sure. That puts it lightly. Here's Grady Dick. Gets it over to Ja Morant, guarded by Devin Carter. Dick, I guess, was the intended target for what was supposed to be a lob there. I don't know what Morant was doing. Mathurin, contested jumper, won't go. Yeah, I feel like in transition, the shot maybe was not a contested 20-footer. Here's Grady Dick on the other end. He's got Morant. Pump fake. Morant. That one is good. And the Celtics now lead by 11. Here's Ochai Agbaji looking for the screen from Asa Newell. He gets it. Long 3 won't go. Newell, the rebound. Nobody's there to stop him inside as he gets the putback slam. If there is one big difference from last year, our team has really improved on the glass. Still not great, but definitely better. I think the addition of Derek Lively has really helped with that. Kispert makes the layup, 69-56. Halliday, the cross, the sauce, and the slam. His first points of the game. Not that he's been inefficient. That's actually his first field goal of the entire game. He did miss a couple of free throws back in the first quarter. Morant throws it up at the end of the shot clock, won't go. Ball is tipped. Morant to Miller. He's got it. We cannot let that ball make it all the way back to the perimeter. Somebody's got to get the rebound sooner than that. Rivers on the drive in transition. He's got Wiggins, who has not been saving basketball today. Wiggins might be saving the farming business because his bricks could build so many barns. 3 no good. Celtics rebound. Morant, second chance, no go. Halliday the board. Here comes the Rollers. Aaron Wiggins gets it to Rivers. Nice pass. Wiggins the layup. Excellent ball movement on that possession by the Rollers as it's 72-60. Can we get more of that, please? Under 4 to go in the third. Corey Kispert gets it over to Comp. Quick 3 is good. He's so hard to guard because he gets rid of the ball the second he gets it back. There's nothing we can do. Comp on the drive. Grady Dick, top of the key 3, and Dick sprays it in. 78-62, here is Halliday. Looks to drive on the pick and roll, keeps it himself, in for the lefty layup, and the lead is back within 14. Halliday 2 for 2 from the field. Comp, another one. Won't go. Halliday the rebound. And here come the Rollers looking to start a little comeback down by 14 points. Halliday, tough shot. It's good. No, Halliday's not a good three-point shooter. Less than 20% this year. He felt confident on that one, and it pays off. Grady Dick's shot won't go. Yabusele the rebound. Comp for 3. Won't go. Ball is tipped up. Dick, third time is the charm. Right as I complimented this team about rebounding, we have forgotten how to rebound the basketball over the last 5 minutes. It's been pretty bad. Halliday, nice find. Singleton, nice finish. 7, 5, and 6 for Noah Halliday. He is filling up the stat sheet. Here's Kispert. Swings it out. Dick for 3. No. Singleton the rebound with under a minute and a half in the quarter. Halliday another 3. That one is off. Wiggins the rebound. Back up top for Halliday on the drive. Inside, Singleton. Layup over Vukcevic. And we are within a dozen. 83-71, under a minute. Jalen Wicks, we haven't really called his number much today. Fadeaway 3 is good. Former top 5 pick out of Georgia who's been in and out of the starting lineup. A clearly talented kid who Boston just doesn't really trust. Singleton, no. Lively tips it in. Good play there by Derek Lively, the second, down low. 86-73. Here's Morant with Mathurin. Too easy. Ja Morant does it again. Another strong quarter of action for Morant. Here's Halliday. Draws the double. They're scared of him. Singleton for 3. Clank. We have not shot the 3-ball well whatsoever here in the third. Jalen Wicks has it for the Celtics. He's got Comp for 3. It's good. Rattles in another triple for Cameron Comp. His 5th of the game. With seconds left in the third. Halliday inside with Comp. Inside layup, no. Comp with the rebound, and he will not shoot it. He doesn't want to mess up his precious shooting percentage. 91-73, another good quarter there for the Celtics. We'll see if they can hold on in the fourth. We shot the ball really badly. 10 for 25 from the field, but it gets worse. 1 for 9 from deep. We didn't get really much of anything from Marquis Cannon in the third. He did not record a stat in 5 minutes. Singleton 0 for 2 from deep. Abaji 0 for 3. As there's McNeil in for the slam. An 18-point lead for the Celtics in full control here at the TD Garden. Here's Singleton. Right wing 3 is good. He's up to 11. The Rollers hanging on for dear life at this point with a little over 9 to go. Ja Morant inside. He's got Yabusele in for the slam in front of Singleton. 78-95. Cannon throws it into traffic, and when you run into traffic, you better expect to get hit. Kampf. Bang! It rattles in. A shooter's touch. His 6th 3 of the game. He's got 18 points exclusively from beyond the arc. Asa Newell caught a body. Oh my goodness. Newell going up, up, and away. That man had a family. Not anymore, he doesn't. We're going to get another one, but instead Rivers keeps it himself. And he's in with the two-handed jam. Jet Rivers showing off some of the explosiveness as it's 100-82. We haven't really taken a dent into this lead. McNeil showing off the dance moves over Rivers. Bounces in. 20-point lead now for the Celtics. They are close to having this game clinched. Here's Rivers up for Carter for 3. That one is good. Nice to see us making some triples here in the fourth after, it was a brick fest in the third. Morant inside. Vucevic over Lively. It's a 19-point lead for Boston. Halliday, he's been a little reckless with the ball. He's turned it over about 4 or 5 times, unlike him. I don't know what Ja was doing there, but we get it back. Halliday with a seed for Mathurin. Just his second made basket of the game. His first since the first quarter. 113-91. Here's Morant. Too easy. Blows right by Benedict Mathurin. We don't have anybody who can guard him. Even Carter and Halliday, these good defenders, they have not been able to stay with him. Singleton, that one is good. Nice maneuver by Mark. Good pass by Halliday. That's a double-double. 10 and 10. I believe the first double-double of his career. That'll really be the only highlight the rest of the way. Boston wins, and they win big. 127-100. An impressive win for the Celtics, especially in a game where they didn't start that great, and Marquis Cannon took over early, scoring our first 13 points, but after that he really slowed down. He only had 19 points to finish the game. After starting 5 of 5, he went 2 for 14 and 0 for 11 the rest of the way. As good as he's been this year, we got to remember, he's a rookie. It will not be perfect, and boy, it was not today. Singleton 13, Abaji 13, Halliday 10, 10, 7, and 5 turnovers. That 6-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio is now in the toilet, but it was still good to see him get that double-double. His true shooting percentage went up as well. He was efficient. He was just a little reckless with the ball. Again, these guys are rookies. Even though they've looked really good this year, we cannot expect them to be perfect. 48, 11, and 6 for Morant on good shooting. He was unguardable. 18 for Kampf, 6 of 13 from the field, 6 for 11 from deep. Grady Dick had 17, Kispert 15, 11 and 14 for Vucevic on 5 of 6 shooting, no less. Only shot 29% from 3. You're not going to win many games when you shoot, 1 for 9, 1 for 11, whatever it was in the third quarter. That was disgraceful. So in terms of looking at games I want to see next, the Blazers, we play them twice over the next month. They're catching my eye. Since we just played on the road against the Celtics, I figure it makes sense to play at home against Portland. So we're going to make it all the way up to the middle of December. We're going to get through these next couple of weeks and games basically in 2 parts. We're going to start by making it up through the Warrior game, so to the end of November. We've got some tough matchups here. The Sixers are playing great ball. OKC's obviously really good. Portland's not easy. Golden State's good. We went 4-2 in this stretch. We beat the Grizzlies, a team who's not great. Cannon had 30, Ben Math 23, Halliday 13, 12, and 7 on good splits. And then back-to-back games, we beat the Sixers and the Thunder. 30 for Ben Math, 25 for Cannon. Neptune Hibbins at 23, though, 4 for 5 from deep. If he develops the three-point shot, my goodness, he's going to be a monster. Almost 25 a game per 36. True shooting percentage is already above league average. And then we beat the Thunder back-to-back on the road. Shea had 40, but it didn't matter. Singleton was hooping. Cannon at 25. Mathurin 22. And then we blew out the Celtics just 2 days later, 33 for Cannon. Double-doubles for Carter and Lively. Winning 3 games in 4 days is insanely difficult. And then we nearly beat Portland. We took them to overtime. 29 for Cannon was not the most efficient game from him. And then an all-out stinker against Golden State. We lost by 58. Yeah, not pretty. We were outscored 43-11 in the first quarter and 73-30 in the first half. Messiah Ritchie, you'll notice, played in this game. Really his first time getting actual minutes. I kind of figured he'd be in the rotation by now, but since we've stayed relatively healthy, he hasn't gotten his chance to play. So I figured I would just add to the rotation and include him. So now we're going to make it to this next stretch of weeks leading into the Portland game. We did not quite stay as healthy this time around. Devin Carter, twisted knee. He'll be out 2 to 4 weeks. So Noah Halliday will slide into the starting lineup and will be the starting point guard for us over this little stretch. Richie's going to get more run. Jordan Holloway enters the rotation as well. Short-lived for Richie. He tore his MCL. That is unfortunate. This seemed like a great chance for him to get some run. Not only did we get hurt, but we didn't do well. We needed overtime to beat the Wizards, although Mathurin had 43. Carter, big game. Lively, double-double. But then we really struggled after that. Although, we almost beat the Rockets, who are 25-4 and have a point differential of 22. The next highest is 8. And we almost beat them, and it's not like they were injured. Thompson, Durant, Giannis, Şengün, Shepherd all played. 33 for Cannon. He outplayed all of their stars. We blew out the Spurs. Granted, Zion's been out the whole year, and Victor Wembanyama did not play as well. But still, we blew him out. We kind of had things going well, and then we lost 4 games in a row. We lost to the Grizzlies, which is a bad look because they're not very good. Couple of 1-point losses to the Clippers and Hawks, so we didn't even play that bad in those games. We just got to find a way to close those out. But we fall to 11-15, still 11th in the West, 2.5 out of the play-in spot. We do have an award. Marquis Cannon, unsurprisingly, the Rookie of the Month in the month of November. Very well deserved. He's arguably been better in December. His stats have gone down a little bit, but his efficiency has gone way up. He just does not have bad games. His season low is 14 in the opener against the Clippers. He has not scored less than 15 points since then. 67% at the rim, nearly 40% from 3, 50% overall from the field. I mean, my goodness, he is just so steady for an 18, 19-year-old rookie. The Blazers are currently in 7th place. They certainly would love all the wins they could get. Shaedon Sharpe has had a nice breakout, 21 points per game. Danny Avdija is shooting what? From 3? How is that even possible? It's not even like he's barely played this year. He's played 20 games. Yet he's shooting almost 64% from deep. I've never seen that in this game. Nothing like that. They've been a little banged up throughout the year. No Lauri Markkanen today. Donovan Clingan has only played 4 games. He's been out for most of the year, but he is returning today for the first time since mid-October. That's a big deal for the Blazers, getting their big rim protector back in Clingan. We played against Portland a couple weeks ago, lost in overtime, so we're looking for a little revenge, sitting at 11-15 on a 4-game losing streak with back-to-back 1-point losses. Those certainly hurt. Games that we could have won. Now we've got to bounce back a little bit. We haven't really changed up the starting lineup too much, minus the injury with Devin Carter. It's Noah Halliday at the 1, and then everything else remains the same. Mathurin, Cannon, Newell, and Derek Lively, who will be matched up with Donovan Clingan, playing in his first game in a month and a half. As Lively wins the tip, we're underway. Halliday brings it up. He's been solid since being inserted into the starting lineup. Much of the same from him overall, though. Probably should have taken the layup inside. Instead, he'll pass it in on the pick and roll. Ace and Newell, the first to score. Two-handed jam. Damian Lillard pull up 3 over Halliday is no good. Lively the rebound. Noah Halliday gets it back. I think this is a matchup where Noah Halliday can really perform as he gets it to Cannon for the layup. Damian Lillard cannot hold a guy like Halliday around the basket. And I think with Halliday's size, he can make things tough for Lillard offensively. Maybe not tough that time around. A little too late on the contest, and Damian Lillard hits the 3. Halliday, crossover. He's got Mathurin. Sidestep 3 is good. 3 possessions, 3 assists for Halliday to 3 different players, no less. Halliday over to Marquis Cannon. Cannon looking for the screen from Lively. Cannon inside, Lively with the jam. His offense looks good early, awfully efficient to start. Tumani Kamara blocked at the rim by Lively. In transition, Cannon up the floor. Halliday for three is good. We have had 5 offensive possessions so far. We're 5 for 5, with the 5 shots being scored by all 5 of our different starters. That is remarkable. Avdia step back with Asa Newell. Avdia around the screen. Avdia intercepted by Marquis Cannon. Sends it up the floor. Noah Halliday with it. Halliday swings it in the corner for Mathurin. Heat check. Bang! What has gotten into this offense? We lead it 15-3. I mean, what is happening right now? This is ridiculous. Avdia gets Lillard. Lillard over to Tumani Kamara, who ends the much-long scoring drought for Portland. They're playing a little bit better. They're within 6. Here's Marquis Cannon with it. Gets the screen from Lively. Cannon drives right. Cannon inside for the big fella, Derek Lively, with the slam. As it's 17-9. Donovan Clinton with it. Matched up with Lively. He gets it up for Damian Lillard. Over to Shaedon Sharpe. He's been quiet so far. Inside for Clinton. Great ball movement. Clinton flips around off of Derek Lively. He's unable to respond quick enough. Lively the screen. Cannon, the three is good. Nice shot from Marquis Cannon. He's made his first 2 field goal attempts of the day. Lillard jacks up a triple. Won't go. Dame has certainly lost a set this year. His shooting percentages have gone way down. Good ball movement. Cannon misses inside, though. Here comes Portland. It's Kamara who brings it up. Inside. Pass is tipped. Stolen away. Noah Halliday with it. Halliday looks to drive in. Beautiful feed for the driving Derek Lively, who is in for the slam. And D-Live adds to the point total. We're up by 11. 22-11 the score. Marquis Cannon around the screen for 3. Bang! Another triple for Marquis Cannon. 25-11. Avdia's got it with Asa Newell. Avdia, step back, triple, 63%. How about that? He adds another one. 25-14 now. Asa Newell with it. Passes tip, stolen away. Damian Lillard's got it for the Blazers in transition. Pull-up jumper is good. All things considered, the fact that Portland has it within 10 still in the first quarter is kind of a miracle. 25-16, good drive. Halliday swings it out. Lively for Cannon. Cannon on the drive with the lefty slam. You'll notice that we have not taken our starters out at all, even though we're almost at the end of the quarter. These 5 are just in such a rhythm with each other. There's no reason to. Clinton blocked at the rim. Cannon tries to save it. He cannot. And we finally would make our first substitutions with only a couple minutes left in the first quarter, which is a lot later than normal. But the starting 5 was playing so well together. There was no reason to take them out. Kasparis Jakuchonis with it around the screen for 3. No good. Jan Hansen the rebound. He's got sunny days. Late second rounder this year. Back up. Jakuchonis. This is again acquired last year in the Scoot Henderson deal with Miami. The Heat gave Scoot a big extension this offseason after making the finals. Cannon's 3 won't go. Jakuchonis the rebound. Pushes it up. CJ McCollum, an old friend alert. Misses the 3. Portland hasn't scored in almost 2.5 minutes. McCollum, of course, the face of our team in year number 1. He was getting buckets in this building, but he has regressed a lot. Only a 70 overall. We got Drew Halliday in the trade for McCollum, along with a future first, which we used in the trade to get Noah Halliday. McCollum misses again. Abaji with it. Under 30 to go in the quarter. Ochai. Abaji. Oh, he misses the layup, but he's fouled. A long scoring drought for both sides. Finally comes to a close. We have definitely not played all that well over the last 5 minutes offensively, considering our impressive start. Here's McCollum. 20 seconds to go in the first. He's guarded by Ochai Abaji, and he's going to take his time. Blazers hoping they get the last real look at the basket. McCollum has missed his first couple shots today. McCollum's got 8. He's got to hurry up. He's got 5 on the shot clock. McCollum for 3. That one is off. Roller's got to move fast. Abaji at the buzzer. He's fouled! CJ, what are you doing? Number 1 rule of defense, don't foul the jump shooter. My goodness. CJ McCollum, you are washed, buddy. Rest now, brother. We have the watch. I'll see you at Valhalla. First free throw is good for Ochai Abaji. Second one for Och is good as well. We'll see if he can make all three of them and make it a 16-point lead. Ochai Agbaji with 4 points already. Third and final free throw is good. 5 for 5 at the line in the first quarter. You don't normally see a quarter end like that, but CJ McCollum completely goofs in what was a disastrous quarter for the Blazers. They went 6 of 20 from the field, that's 26%, and 2 for 14 from 3. Lillard 1 for 5, Jakuchonis 0 for 4, McCollum 0 for 3, just a headline. For us, Cannon got 10, Mathurin 6, Agbaji 5, Halliday 3 points and 5 assists. Lively 6 and 4. Portland's got to get something going. There's a promising start. Jan Hansen posting up on Agbaji. He makes the layup. The third-year big man hailing from China. Rivers with it inside. He's trapped. Over to Agbaji. Catch and shoot. Tray ball is good. Ochai Agbaji's got 8. Long 3 is off for Jan Hansen. Good contest by Singleton. Wiggins with a dime. Benedict Mathurin with the throwdown. The lead continues to grow for the Rollers. This game has been ugly. Well, ugly in their perspective. I'm having fun. Lillard with the cross. He gets the step back, and he hits the 3 in front of Halliday. 40-25 now. Portland looking better, I guess, offensively in the second. I mean, we haven't really raised the bar high in transition. Danny Avdija connects on the jumper. Here's Halliday with it. Woo! Woo! I see you, Rook! Noah Halliday with the spin move and the slam. Cross-court pass is intercepted. Jordan Holloway getting some run. He forces the turnover. Singleton for 3 is good. Our offense looked a little shaky after our blazing start in the first, but we're starting to click again. Up 47-29. Here's Wiggins in the corner. Singleton buries the 3. 50-31. What a first half so far for the Rollers. We still got 5 to go. Wiggins, heat check. Bang! We're not missing from beyond the arc right now. That's 3 in a row. 53-31. Jakuchonis in the corner to Monty Kamara. There's been 2 Monty misses in this game for the Blazers, but Kamara makes that one. Halliday with it on the drive. He's doubled. Up top, Wiggins, another one. Bites the dust! 56-34. The Rollers dominating Portland. Jakuchonis under 4 to go in the half. He's got Avdija. Up top, Lillard for 3 is good. And the Blazers cut the lead to 19. Jakuchonis following possession. He has struggled to shoot the ball so far. Third-year guard from Illinois. Gets it to Kamara, who's in with the slam. Kamara, of course, known for his time at Dayton, but started his collegiate career at Georgia, where he was a teammate of Anthony Edwards. 3 is no good. Lively the rebound. He's got Noah Halliday. Halliday blows by Clingan. Inside. Cannon makes the layup. 7 and 7 for Noah Halliday. We could be looking at another double-double for the youngster. Lillard no good. Halliday skies in for the rebound. He's got Lively. Lively looks to drive ahead. Lively slams it. Count it. And a foul. Lillard did not set his feet quick enough. It's an and 1. Here's Marquis Cannon with it inside. Halliday flips it up and in. I've got to say, it's a little confusing having guys named Halliday, Holiday, and Holloway on the roster. I still find myself tripping up occasionally. Here's Lively with it. Gets it over to Mark Singleton. 5 on the shot clock. Singleton with Avdija. Singleton in the corner. Rivers for 3. Won't go. Blazers looking to cut the lead within 22 points. A large deficit. Lillard with it. Gets by Halliday. No good. Nice defense. Halliday, the rebound, his 5th. Halliday filling up the stat sheet. Halliday with it on the drive in the corner. Singleton for 3. That one is off the mark. Rebound by Denny Avdija. 10 to go in the quarter now. Here's Toumani Camara with it, guarded by a couple defenders, including Jet Rivers. Camara with 4. Gets it up to Sharp, over to Avdija. Gonna have to throw up some junk at the end of the half. It's no good. 63-41. Overall, a really impressive first half by the Rollers. We shot 55% from the field, 48% from deep. They shot 37% from the field and 20% from deep. Even though it got better in the second quarter, their offense still was not great. Cannon leads the way with 12. It's definitely been a balanced approach for us. Mathurin's got 8. Ochai's got 8. Halliday has 9, 8, and 5, and he hasn't missed yet. Lively has 9 and 6. Wiggins has 8. Everybody's got to eat. Everybody's been balling, because we've got to call a timeout off the miss. Somebody got hurt on the opening possession of the second half. as Halliday skies in through the rebound. You'll notice it's Lively who lands awkwardly on Halliday's leg. That's not good. Cannon for three. Won't fall. Rebound by Avdia. Here comes Portland. We've got to run a little bit small. Newell's at the 5. Corner three is good for Kawara. I would like to run a double big lineup with Singleton and Newell, but those are really the only two guys who can play the 5. So because of that, I can't really play them together because they need to be healthy and energized for as long as possible. Lillard hits the 3, leads within 17, closest it's been in a while. Reverse layup is good for the rookie, Marquis Cannon. Unlike the Boston game, even though he's slowed down, it's not because he hasn't been efficient. It's because he's deferred and has really become more of the playmaker in this game. Playmaker for others, I should say, as Ochai Agbaji hits the 3, 72-52. Lillard with Rivers. Oh, he had him flying. Lillard, that one is good. Jet Rivers was dancing around there on the crossover by Damian Lillard. 72-54, step back 3. Cannon won't go. Newell, the offensive rebound. He's got Rivers. Rivers with the crossover on Lillard. That's payback. 20-point lead now for Vegas once again. Now an 18-point lead around halfway through the third. Rivers on the drive, gets it over to Newell, swings it up for Cannon, over to Jordan Holloway. They haven't really shot the 3 ball well in this quarter. Clank. Cannon the rebound and the putback. Nice play by Marquis Cannon, doing a little bit of everything. 16, 4, and 4 on good defense. Avdia, wide open 3, no good. Clinging the rebound and the putback. Avdia has not hit his 3s consistently tonight, certainly not at a 63% clip. He's done a good job, all things considered, as the inbounds pass was a bad one. Clingion's got it. Sharp to Avdia, open lane. Avdia layup is good, and it is a 16-point lead. 76-60, 3 from Agbaji, won't fall. Kling towers in for the rebound. He's got Denny Avdia. Avdia guarded tightly by Benedict Mathurin, inside for Donovan Clinton. I don't know what Mark Singleton was doing there. Portland obviously has a lot of work to do, but they're playing well enough to where they're just kind of barely keeping themselves in the game, but still keeping themselves in it as Yaku Chonis throws that one all over Jet Rivers. 78-64, Rivers gets it to Benedict Mathurin, guarded by Shaedon Sharpe. The 6th and 7th picks in the 2022 draft. As Mathurin is in for the layup. I wasn't even trying to make the 6-7 connection there. I just realized they were picked right next to each other, and that's a fun fact. As Mathurin misses the 3, Sharpe on the other end, layup is good. A big reason why Portland is in the game is because we're not shooting the 3 ball well at all in the third. And we shot it really well in the first half, 10 for 21. As Noah Halliday is in for the dunk, 11, 8, and 6. Forget the double-double. He's on triple-double watch. Avdia with Aaron Wiggins. Avdia over top of him, it's good. 13-point game now, Denny Avdia fired up. 82-69, Halliday gets Mathurin for 3. Clank, another miss. We cannot buy a bucket from beyond the arc. This team is very hot and cold from 3. Sharpe makes the layup, and we are within 11. We were up by 20 at the break. The Blazers have cut that basically in half. Halliday around the screen, drives right. He's doubled, wide open. Holloway, clank. Halliday tips it up. Wiggins gets it back. He's got Benedict Mathurin looking for the screen. Mathurin with room, long 2, clank. Rebound by Portland with 20 to go in the quarter. They can cut the lead within single digits. Lillard with Mathurin. I feel like Lillard has been at his worst guarded by Halliday. That's the matchup I would have preferred here. But, I mean, it's kind of too late to really try to switch it. With 5 seconds, Lillard 3, won't go. Halliday the rebound, gets it up. Singleton at the buzzer, clank. That'll wrap up the third. The Rollers finish, drumroll please, 7 of 18 from the field and 1 for 11 from deep. We went 1 for 9 in the third quarter in the Boston game. Are we just that bad in the third quarter? More like the third quarter, as Asid Newell is in for the slam. We still have a somewhat sizable lead, though, because we played so well early. Lillard, no good. Newell, the rebound. He gets it up to Noah Halliday. He finds Agbaji inside. Holloway, layup is good. Nice passing on that possession. In transition by Vegas. 87-71. Lillard's got it for the Blazers. Lillard over Mathurin. That one is good. Portland still hanging on by the hairs of their chinny chin chin. 87-73. Holloway gets it over to Halliday. Halliday sends it up for Mathurin. Mid-ranger is good. We haven't really looked at the mid-range today, but if we're not going to get the three-pointers to fall, we might as well adapt. And for Halliday, that's his 10th assist of the game, a double-double. Lillard, nice move over Halliday. The layup is good. That'll make it 89-75. Halliday guarded by Hansen. What's for lunch? Barbecue chicken, methinks. A budgie for three. They do send help, but that leaves Ochai open in the corner. Rivers, no good. Singleton the rebound. Singleton the putback. Nice play by Big Mark. And our lead's right back up to 19. We were looking a little shaky towards the end of the third, into the fourth, but now we are back firmly in control. Denny Avdia for three. That one is good. Halliday unable to get around the screen quick enough. 94-78. Cannon inside, passes tipped by Sharp, stolen by Kamara. Avdia in transition, all the way in for the layup. The Blazers at this point really do need a miracle, trailing by 16 with 5 to go. Lillard gets Sharp around the screen. Should have been a foul, no call. Sharp wheezing in pain. 5-on-4 in transition. Halliday's got Rivers. Drills the three, a 19-point lead. Shaedon Sharp wheezing in pain. As for us, that was Halliday's 12th assist of the game. And that rebound that he just grabbed was his 9th. One away from a triple-double. We'll see if he gets it. 99-80, 4:20 to go. Cannon has 24 and 4, doing a little bit of everything as he nearly turns it over. Singleton, Mathurin, bang! Beats the shot clock. Ugly possession, but hey, it works. Avdia with 4 to go. Gets it up. Lillard for 3. That one is good. Halliday was right under there, ready for that rebound. Would have been his 10th, but it doesn't happen. Still looking for that first career triple-double. Mathurin with the steal. Singleton's got it. Cannon for 3. No. Newell, the rebound, and the putback. 23-point lead for the Rollers. An impressive win here at home. Avdia guarded by Asen Newell. Yakuchonis, wide open 3 is good. Again, Halliday's right there, waiting for that 10th rebound. Is it going to happen? Yakuchonis, no. Halliday, there it is. First career triple-double for Noah Halliday. First of probably many. As Singleton ends the possession with a score. 114-92, your final. The Rollers snap their 4-game losing streak, winning this one here at home against Portland. It was about the youngsters today. The 2 rookies played really good basketball. Really efficient game overall, except for our outside shooting in the second half. 3 for 12 from 3 in the fourth quarter is a little bit better, I suppose, but still not good. We've got to shoot more consistently from deep, consistently through games. But overall, pretty good second half as a whole. Marquis Cannon, 12 points on only 5 shots. A lot of his came at the line. Mathurin went 1 for 7 from deep in the second half. He was not overly efficient. But overall, Cannon had a good game. 24, 4, and 4 on pretty good shooting splits. This is a regular day in the office for him, basically. As you can see, the standard is pretty high because he played a really good game. Noah Halliday was the other standout. 11, 10, and 12, and he made a little history doing it. I mean, first of all, he tied the team record for assists in a game, and he's already on the leaderboard 3 times. But Halliday, with his triple-double, also had 0 turnovers, 0 misses, and 0 fouls. He had no negative plays the whole game. How many guys in NBA history have the triple-double with 0 turnovers, missed shots, or fouls? Nobody. It's never happened before. Noah Halliday is the first to do it. The most efficient triple-double in the history of the NBA. Wow. Not bad for our young rookie who's played 20-some games this year. Not bad at all. D-Live was playing really well before he got hurt. That was really unfortunate. Lillard at 27, but on 27 shots. Avdia had a pretty good game, but he missed a lot of threes for his standard. Kamara, cleaning also in the double figures. Blazers went 10 for 40 from deep. They didn't really shoot it much better than we did from beyond the arc. So we'll check in on the injury for Lively. He strained his hip. Man, he belongs on the Warriors, doesn't he? 4 to 6 weeks, we could play him through it, but, I mean, let's not do anything stupid. Lively does have an injury history early in his NBA career. So I'm actually going to really mix things up. Singleton will start at the 5. Newell will go to the bench. And Aaron Wiggins will start at the 4. I want to separate the minutes of Singleton and Newell, given that they're our 2 best bigs. I think we're going to simulate close to the New Year's. Our team is no longer healthy, We are going to get Jaden Harding back. We're also going to get Devin Carter back as well. That's good news. In terms of the starting point guard, I'm going to roll with Devin Carter. I know Noah Halliday's putting up the big numbers. But look, I trust Carter a little bit more. He's a good defender. He's a better scorer. The estimated wins added are lower, but he's played a lot less games. Halliday's just not a good scorer yet, and that limits his value in the half court offensively, along with the fact that he's not a great perimeter defender. Well, if you want Noah Halliday back in the starting lineup, I got good news. Carter broke his foot 2 games later. So Noah Halliday's right back with the ones. The other notable change is that Jet Rivers' minutes are increasing quickly. He has passed Hardy and Abaji in the rotation. As we beat the Pelicans, that's good news. Singleton with a good game. Mathurin 20, Cannon 18, Halliday 9, 7, and 10. Only missed 1 shot. The problem is we didn't win otherwise. We went 1-5 in this stretch, including a loss to a bad Bucks team. Cannon at 26, but nobody else really played well. Halliday shot a stinker, 2 for 9 from the field. Lost to the Spurs by almost 60. Mark Singleton and Jet Rivers, 2 for 22 from the field, while Wemby, yeah, he looked like Wemby. Not great from our 2 second-year guys, which makes what I'm about to say all the more weird. But I'm actually really happy with how our 2 second-year guys have looked lately. Singleton's true shooting and estimated wins added have gone up a lot. His counting stats have increased in December. His overall efficiency has gone down. So how is his true shooting going up? Doesn't really make sense. I guess because the free throw percentage is way higher than it was at the start of the episode. And then Jet Rivers. The numbers don't really show it, but I do think he's gotten better. True shooting is way higher. He's playing better defense. Estimated wins added is in the positives. And I think the best thing we can do is give him more reps. Sure, the shooting percentages are not great. He's got a lot of work to do. He is a free agent at the end of the year, which is easy to forget. But we are going to have to make a decision with him at the end of the year. Right now, he doesn't want to come back. His morale is low. I'm not worried about it, though, because if he continues to remain in the rotation and get somewhat big minutes, I think we can get that up easily. But we're going to have to figure out if we want him to be a long-term piece. And while I think he's gotten better this year, he still has a very long ways to go. Next time around, the plan is that we're going to have our first prospect profile of the year. Our draft class guy is off the injured list. So he's actually able to make the players this year. We're going to get through most of January as well, pretty close to the trade deadline, discussing some possible trade scenarios for us and the rest of the league. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Peace out.